Good guys, welcome back to All About Arsenal, and today we're settling the debate, Gabriel versus William Saliba, and today I'm going to prove why Gabriel is more effective, or I'll probably stretch to say a better centre-back than Saliba. And the reason I'm actually making this statement is not based upon, one performance I saw. No, I'm going by stats today. I start not using emotions, we're not using logic, we're going by the good old stats. Alright, let's get into it. So to make this fair, we are going to use the stats from campaign 23-24. We know that's a season we almost won the league. We're 2 points shy of winning it from our rivals, our bitter enemies, Manchester City. But let's get into it. I hear a lot of debates about our two centre-backs, and they're interesting debates I have. But after going through the stats, I was surprised. Gabriel's on point. Let me show you why. Right, so like I said, I'm comparing the stats between the both of them from the season 23-24, but quick caveat, in that season, Gabriel played 36 matches, Saliba played every game, and that's very, very important, because I know that first 2 games of the season, Gabriel started on the bench, and I don't know what was going on, don't know whether there was a rift between him and Arteta, but that was a time when Partey was playing right back. It was a bit of a mess. Anyway, after that, safe to say that that experimentation stopped and Gabriel got back into the team. Now let's get into it. So now the first 2 we can't really use, so that's clean sheets and goals conceded, because that's more of a team effort. It's the team that gets together and they ensure that they keep clean sheets and they reduce the amount of goals they concede, and Arsenal had the best record. Cool. So let's go to the individual things they've done. So number 1 is blocks. So Gabriel Magalhães over the season is registered 33 blocks compared to Saliba 17 blocks. That is a huge difference. But why are blocks so important? Blocks are very important, not just when corners are in swinging, but very important where as a team we're sitting deep and we have to defend for our lives. And we know we experienced that when we played Man City, down to 10 men at the Etihad. We know what happened. Shots were swinging in from Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker. Defenders were shooting left, right and centre because they couldn't get through our defence. So they resort to shooting. And we had to block for our life to protect our goalkeeper, Raya. And I remember Gabriel was instrumental, and he always is. He always seems to be one of the main blockers, and he's our best blocker. So that goes to Gabriel Magalhães, the best blocker between the both of them. Interceptions. So this is where it gets interesting, and I'm gonna break it down. So you've got 31 interceptions for Gabriel Magalhães, 29 for Saliba. Since they're so close, we have to look at this as a percentage of the games played. So when you look at this as a percentage, you have 86 for Gabriel because he played 36 games, and 76 for William Saliba. So therefore, as you can see, Gabriel more effective when it comes to interceptions. He's made more interceptions. His rate is higher, 86%. Now, this is where it gets even deeper. Tackles. Gabriel Magalhães has had 48 tackles, but 28 successful. Saliba's had 41 tackles with 26 successful. Now let's look at this as a percentage. So if we look at successful tackles as a percentage of tackles, Gabriel is on 58%, Saliba is 63%. So Saliba wins that one. Hands down, no problem, it's okay. Next one, last man tackles, and we know they're important. When there's that one-on-one, and boy, if that player gets away, a goal is very likely. So you've got last man tackles, 2 for Gabriel and 4 for Saliba. So hands down, Saliba wins that. But this is where it gets interesting. Clearances, 97 for Gabriel Magalhães, 78 for Saliba. Headed clearances, 59 for Gabriel Magalhães, 46 for William Saliba. Aerial battles won, 79 for Gabriel Magalhães, 72 for Saliba. So based on the stats alone, from what I'm showing you, no emotions involved, no opinions involved, based on the stats, Gabriel Magalhães is more effective. He did better in that season. You can't argue with the stats. Obviously, there's some things that could be debatable. When you look at successful tackles, there could have been tackles that were good tackles, but the referee decided they were not. So things like that can actually skew the stats, but hey, let's just go by what we have. But now the question is, why does everybody talk about Saliba? 2 reasons. Number 1 reason, it's the analogy of the duck and the swan. Gabriel Magalhães is the duck. Not so pleasing on the eye, and he waddles, if you see what I'm saying. Then you've got Saliba, he's a swan, he's graceful. Gabriel is that rugged dog fighter. He's like that Ford Puma. And then you've got Saliba, who's described as the Rolls Royce of the defense. He's graceful, even the way he tackles at times. He's so graceful in the way that he tackles. He can foul you, but because he's so graceful doing it, you know, it's like he gets away with it. That is what William Saliba has over Gabriel. And another thing, the age. Even though Gabriel Magalhães is 26, Saliba is 23. But the way he's performing at the age of 23 is scary. When you compare him to Van Dijk, and Van Dijk, his stats are on another level. That guy is on another level. Even that probably might do for another video, but he's on another level. Van Dijk is 33, Saliba is 23. Look at the age that Saliba is and what he's doing. His room for progression is crazy. Van Dijk has peaked. Gabriel Magalhães is almost peaking, probably about 28, 29 we say he's hit his peak. That is why there's so much fuss about Saliba. That is why Real Madrid are interested in, because the potential is crazy at the age of 23. If Real Madrid were able to get him, they would get easily 8-9 seasons out of him. God willing, there's no injuries that he has. He's going to be a battle axe anywhere he goes. That is why I wouldn't be surprised if they try and approach Arsenal 100 million bid. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Let me know what you think in the comments. But there you have it. Quick stats, Saliba and Gabriel. Gabriel is doing better. So I think we need to put some respect on Gabriel's name. We got to put some respect on Gabriel's name. I've shown you by the stats that he's performing better. But what do you think will happen this season? Do you think these stats are going to be different? Do you think Saliba is going to start to overtake Gabriel? But the crux of the matter is, they are like fish and chips. They're like chicken and chips, no matter what combination you want to put in this analogy. They work well together. That is why they're the best centre-back. I said centre-back? Centre-back? That's why they're the best centre-back pairing, in my opinion, since Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that's all from me, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.